This is my crappy video game imitation. Came back from Pixels, the Adam Sandler comedy, action, sci-fi, whatever you want to call it. It's a weird mix of things. And it's, it's, as they explained in the trailer, there's nowhere to put it. In 1982, there was a video game world championship. It's arcade games. Young Peter Dinklage beat young Adam Sandler. And, they sent this footage up into space. Apparently aliens took it as a declaration of war. So forth and so on. So, and then you're about now, these guys are grown up, and they're, they've turned into some interesting individuals, and Kevin James became president, and the aliens took that as a declaration of war, so, yeah, here we are. So, they attack with video game characters. And yeah, okay. So what did I think of this movie? I liked parts of the effects were good. The action sequences and effects were actually really good in this movie. Specifically the pixelization effect of when, the gears came and destroyed something. Pac-Man bites the creator's hand, pixelates down where the bite mark basically happened, and he loses his arm. And then it regrows at the end. The effects on Centipede were great. The effects overall are really, really cool. It was cool to see pixelation done in a CGI format where it was really, fun. And the action sequences are actually pretty good. The car chase with Pac-Man was actually really fun to watch. There's a scene, the end scene with Donkey Kong, where Queen's We Will Rock You was playing, is pretty awesome. The soundtrack's pretty good for this movie. Josh Gad starts singing, what the hell does he start singing? I can't remember what he started singing. He started singing this 80s song and I knew the song, I did. But I couldn't remember off the top of my head. Because I'm like, Josh Gad's a Broadway singer, so, and he was, all off and all that, so he's actually a very good singer, and he starts singing that, it's like, oh man, it's gonna bother me. I even know the tune's like, yeah, do, 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 do. See, I know the tune, I can't remember the lyrics or tone, and even though the song's going in my head, it's gonna bug the hell out of me now. So yeah. So as originally what I thought about the trailer, no, it's they're not necessarily the world champions in general. They are champions, like they are just overall arcade champions. And Peter Dinklage's character, named Eddie Plant, also known as the Fire Fist. His self-proclaimed nickname. He's the Donkey Kong. He basically beat out Adam Sandler for Donkey Kong. But there's a twist in that, and I don't. You know what? Spoilers all around. Who cares? It's the reason he won is he cheated, and that's why they actually end up having a bigger problem later in the movie because he cheated the Pac-Man thing. He knew all the codes, so it turns out Adam Sandler was the world Donkey Kong champion. So as I said, the effects and action sequences are really good. The video game characters like Q*bert is adorable. I loved Q*bert because apparently when you beat someone you get a trophy, and that's basically taking one of their people, their characters or whatever, they're someone from their side over as a trophy, and they get Q*bert and the Duck Hunt dog. Duck Hunt dog, it's in a freaking old woman's apartment. She's like working her aerobics when the Sunny comes in. The Sunny comes in and starts doing the aerobics, which is funny. And the adult characters, now this is where some of the negatives come in. Kevin James I liked. I think he was actually pretty cool as this president who's still friends with Adam Sandler and things like that. And Peter Dinklage is fun. He's just kind of like, ugh. He's got these stipulations because he's in prison for doing all this stuff. It's like, don't want to pay taxes on my own island. I want my own chopper because I don't want to do that. And I want a menage a trois with Serena Williams, Martha Stewart, in the Lincoln bedroom. It's like, no, I'll get you a coffee with Serena. I'll get you a coffee date with one of them, Serena Williams. and I don't think they give a fuck about your taxes. And yeah, you get out of prison. He's fucking just, yeah, misplaced this. Who cares what nickname is? Who cares what nickname came from? It's tubular. He was pretty fun. The issue I have with the characters after that, though, is that none of them are really interesting past that. Okay, that's not necessarily true. Josh Gad is this really weird conspiracy awkward uber nerd living with his grandmother. Really awkward to the point where he's got this crush on the video game character, Lady Lisa from Dojo Quest. We see his young version in the beginning of the film. Fucking just talking to her. It's really freaking creepy and awkward. And he then just sees her, and when she pixelates down, and he's just like, oh my god. And I'm watching this like, no. Yeah, he gets with the girl. He gets his dream girl. Which makes no sense, because she's technically not even a real... Even if the character was real, it's not a program. It's one of their individual species in the form of this thing. So what the hell? Of course, I'm questioning the logic in a game of freaking... In a movie where aliens cart games as a sign of war. So why am I questioning this? I don't know why. And then Adam Sandler is not terrible by any stretch of the means. In fact, he's not even over the top like that. He's not the one asshole, as I always go. He's not there over the top. What are you doing? He's not yelling. In fact, he's not yelling at all in this. In fact, he's really kind of subdued, which helps because he actually has a few moments of decent acting, like when he's talking with the female love interest played by Michelle Monaghan, who plays Lieutenant Colonel Violet Van Patten, who's a weapons developer and specialist for the military and a member of the team. And they meet when he's installing like a PlayStation and TV station for her kid. She's going through a divorce. When he dumped her for a hot girl named Cinnamon with an S. And they have this moment, and then immediately he kind of fucks it up, and they immediately he calls her out being kind of snobby. He's like, "If I were a billionaire on our yacht, you would have gone for that kiss?" And she kind of it's like, "Yeah, I thought so." And then I'm like, that was a good little. He caught her in the lie, basically, but I didn't care about her character because he really was there to be nothing more than the love interest, and that was just boring. Granted, we get to see like their scientific area, which was cool. They have like a robot, and they got these laser guns, light particle emitting guns. But I just didn't care about her. Which anytime when she's on screen, I'm like, she's not bad. She says I don't care. I mean, hell, even her and Adam Sandler do actually have some decent chemistry. I just don't care. I don't care about the love story. I want to see the fighting dudes. I want to see them fighting the aliens and stuff like that. And yeah, when that's happening, it's actually a pretty fun film when that's happening. The whole chemistry with the actors works in those regards. When it's not them, it kind of falls flat in a lot of regards. It's kind of boring a little bit. I mean, there's some fun stuff, but Josh Gad is really freaking awkward. His character is really freaking awkward and kind of freaking. There's points where I'm just like, oh, dude, just shut up, just shut up. I mean, even like Anna says, like when they're trying to teach these like Navy SEALs this, they're like these tactics. Like, yeah, no, we're just a bunch of geeks and stuff like that. And he's being like, he understands, like, yeah, we probably shouldn't be here, but whatever. Josh Gad just gets so freaking awkward about it. He starts calling them the bitches and stuff like that, and just like, you're a fine specimen of a man, Nubian man, just beautiful creatures. Did I do good? It's like, did horrible. God, I'm like, shut up. Brian Cox and Sean Bean showed up for a moment as, like, Sean Bean's like the Scottish military leader in England. And Brian Cox is just this idiot general. Just like, let's bomb it, let's blow him up. Who's Gallagher? It's like, well, who it is? Let's find him and blow him up and deal with him. It's like, I'm just like, why is Brian Cox in this movie? Sean Bean, I at least would say credited Sean Bean. I don't like both of them. They're fine. Sean Bean and Brian Cox I like fine, but at the same time, like, it's a waste of Brian Cox, and Sean Bean's, I can't really say it's a waste of Sean Bean. Sean Bean's kind of not even a waste of anything he's in, minus maybe Jupiter Ascending, even though I liked him in Jupiter Ascending. Jupiter Ascending, the problem wasn't this. Jupiter Ascending had a lot of other problems with it. But, yeah, I mean, the romance I don't care about. The subtlety, I appreciate the fact that Adam Sandler was more toned down in this, and it did kind of help, but it also, I don't know, it's something about it didn't work. Peter Dinklage was fine. It's fun when they actually do save the world. Like they're being on it, and then he just gets this text on his phone. It's like, yay. What was his name? Wait 1 second. It was, hey, Eddie, meet me in the Lincoln bedroom. And then you see Serena Williams and Martha Stewart there. He's like, I'm like, I'll be honest, I don't know if I would take up a Serena Williams. That's a different topic altogether. What the kind of things would happen if I would accept the proposal from Serena Williams. Yeah, damn right, I'd accept the proposal from Serena Williams. You kidding? Anyway, okay. This movie got really weird, really fast, really quick by the end of the movie. Josh Gad's just like, why is Kubert getting this day? Kubert's just crying. I'm like, it's Kubert. Leave Kubert alone. He's a nice guy. I like Kubert. And then he morphs into Lady Lisa from Dojo Quest, and he just kisses her and just takes her kisses. Like, you are so freaking pathetic. And Adam says, like, is no one creeped out that was just Kubert a moment ago? And I thought, it's like, yeah, I'm like, really? And I laughed a little bit. And then I get up because I'm not thinking there's anything left. And then there's a 1 year later. And I'm like, okay, where's this going? Because I'm just there. And then we see the picture of him and Lady Lisa. And I'm like, okay. And their children are little Kuberts. And I'm literally just, what the fuck? That's not funny. That's just wrong. I'm sorry, no, she may look like Lady Lisa, but when you have Hubert kids, Hubert! How do you justify that kind of joke? That's just wrong. I'm sorry, the Josh Gad character is kind of pathetic in many regards. And I know there are people like the Josh Gad character out there. And I'm sorry, that's kind of sad, folks. If you're pining for this non-realist, literally fictional person who does not exist, but it's like, oh, you're the love of my life. Oh. And the fact that he gets his just role, I'm like, of course it's supposed to be a comedy, too. I get it's not supposed to be sad or anything like that. But still, that's really awkward, creepy, and not a good kind of... It's not a good way to end. That was just really creepy and unsettling, honestly. And there's a lot. I mean, and I wasn't like horrified per se, but I was just like, what the hell? That's just wrong on so many levels. I didn't get a single new trailer, by the way, so I'm not going to bother with trailers. Not much else. I will say I like the beginning credits with them introducing like the characters' names and things like that. That was actually good because it was done in pixelized formats in a pixelized font. So and at one point, like little lasers were shooting out. I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. The effects are really good in this film. I think, at least my opinion. I think a lot of people would honestly say that the effects were probably generally really good. But yeah, it does fall. It just falls short on some of the acting. Some of the relationships, the interactions. Basically, when there's no pixelized characters or action sequences on screen, the movie does fall flat a little bit. It does. It is a little bit like Jupiter Ascending, where I thought the action sequences and some of the effects were really good in Jupiter Ascending. But the acting, it falls flat very much. Even though I can tell some of them, they're trying their damnedest, I think. Yeah, some of them are trying to. And poor Eddie Redmayne, he was doing his damnedest what they told him to do. Um, but it falls flat. It really just falls flat. And it's a wasted potential of an idea of a horror film. It's a cool idea, and it's just wasted. But what are you gonna do? Overall, I think I gotta give this. I give this a 5 out of 10. It is about average because of that. The effects and action sequences are pretty damn good. The soundtrack's good. Some of the characters are okay. Some of but I didn't care about a lot of the interactions. Some of them are just weird. Some of the characters are just awkward. It's a mess, honestly. The things that work do work. The action and effects do work. And Adam Sandler's alright. It's just the kind of pulled back Adam Sandler works and doesn't work, I guess. Maybe it's just because I'm just kind of sick of Adam Sandler a little bit. Maybe that's why I have such a weird conflict of interest with this. Who knows? So, 5 out of 10, that's my thought on Pixels. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review at some point. So, I might catch Southpaw on Saturday. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not. And next week is I believe next week is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I'm pretty certain. Give me one just second to double check on that. So, that was actually while I'm doing this. I'm just looking things up. And here we go. Yeah, next week is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. And wait, what? Why? Huh? Southpaw's supposed to come out next week, but it came out this week. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, no, but it's Mission Impossible next week. That's what's happening. And then I might catch Dragon Ball Z Resurrection or Frieza just because I freaking can in theaters. Do not judge me for my nerdom. Hey, if you're watching this, you know how much of a geek I can be. Yeah, that was one of the. It was cool watching this mothership from Galaga, just swarming down all these just video game characters. And one of them's not even a character. It's Tetris. So they're attacking the building, and Tetris blocks up and just cuts a building, basically. It was actually pretty cool. Little ninjas, I don't even know what game they are from, are attacking a school bus, and Jazz Catcher's like, get some! Again, the action sequences and effects were really fun in this movie. That's definitely something I'll give praise to. They were really fun. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I might catch Southpaw. In fact, let me just double check to make sure if there's showings for Southpaw. Because if there's not showings for Southpaw, I'm not going to be catching Southpaw. That's basically how it's going to work. So we'll just one second, just double check, make sure that there is in fact a showing I can see for Southpaw. And we'll go for Saturday. Southpaw. Yeah, there's showings I can see for Southpaw, so I might catch Southpaw. I can't guarantee that, even though I don't think it looks bad. Just they played the trailer to death, and it looks very predictable. So that's probably gonna be my biggest complaint, is that it's predictable, and I got bored with the trailer seeing it so many times. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.